Alright, I'm gonna try and make this video as quick as possible. This is the Undercover 38 Special short barrel hammerless revolver. Very simple build. You know, as far as handguns and revolvers go, this is standard run of the mill. Again, 38 Special, which seems to be like the round of choice for revolvers. I have no personal preference for it. I have no negative preference for it. I think it works perfectly fine. Now, I like to use this as currently my daily carry for self-defense, just because a couple reasons. You know, if things get sticky and you're pushing your barrel up, it's unloaded too, by the way. There's no rounds in there. So if you had to push your barrel up into or onto somebody, you don't worry about a slide. You know, it's still gonna fire. I choose hammerless because if you're having to pull your gun out in a real quick situation, it's flush and it's smooth. You're not gonna have a hammer out here that might get caught on your pocket per se. You know, the last thing you want to do is be trying to pull your firearm in a very intense or life-threatening situation and it's caught on your pocket. That could cost you. It is only 5 rounds, but you know, for me that's not a problem, because I know I'm never pulling my firearm ever unless it's effectively the situation is you can't get away from it. I am a firm believer your number one defense is your feet, not your gun. If you can, get out. You know, you don't want to have an exchange back and forth with, you know, bullets if you don't have to. If you can, get out, get away. And it's actually pretty hard to hit a moving target, especially if it's somebody running at full speed, you know, and especially if there's like some objects in between or an object you can get to, like a concrete wall. I wouldn't recommend hiding behind vehicles that are close. I would say just get completely away from the situation. But back to the gun. It's a very simple. It's a beautiful build. You know, I painted my front sight as it's like a fixed rail sight with an upper, so I went ahead, with a front. So I went ahead and painted my sight to give me a little bit of highlight as what I'm aiming on. It's super long and heavy trigger pull. But again, in a situation, I'm not going to care about the trigger. I'm just going to, we're going for it. So again, Undercover 38 Special. This is a brand that, you know, is kind of overlooked. And there is no real difference between Smith & Wesson, Ruger, you know, a couple other brands. This is what they build. 38 Specials, short barrel, small platform, revolvers. I've actually thought about getting the, I think it's the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard in the 38, just because it's pretty much, it's not the exact same, it's almost identical. But yeah, there's not much to be said about a revolver. It speaks for itself. They're all about the same. The only difference is sometimes you get long barrels, sometimes you get short barrels, sometimes you get a different size round, sometimes you can fit an extra round in the cylindrically loaded system. This is only a 5-shot, but yeah. All right.